I've probably said this before, but there's so many people that I encounter that are like, oh, I miss, you know, we've all gone through these shifts, these transitions, whether it be with jobs, the kids' school, all kinds of stuff, how we practice yoga, how we get our groceries. But a lot of people have said, oh, I miss yoga. I need to stretch so bad. And that's such a huge part of it, but that's not really what yoga is, right? And so then I have other people that are like, I can't do yoga anymore. So yoga is a way of being. It's a way of living, okay? It's not just stretching. It's not balancing on your arms. It's when you are in line at the grocery store, standing 6 feet apart, waiting to get in with your masks on, and you start to feel frustrated, you find your breath and you come back, and you don't react and respond to the non-virtuous deeds of others that you see around you or on social media. That is what yoga is about. So just remember that. That's all I want to say. Because, you know, as a yoga teacher and studio owner, I do have a lot of friends and people that, you know, are always like, oh, I need to stretch, or I can't do yoga, or I love the practice, but I can't do it. But really, I just want to thank you all for taking time to practice, because it's like you're practicing a way of being in life. And it means so much to the people that you encounter, the lives that you touch, including your own. Okay, so I just want to thank you all for that. All right, let's start seated, everybody. Take a moment to just sit tall. So if you want, you can elevate your hips, but we're going to start to move a little bit pretty soon. And so just let yourself come to a cross-legged easy seat. And I'm going to ask that you close your eyes here for just a moment. And really start to check in with yourself. So here you are. You've arrived on your mat on this beautiful Saturday morning. And believe it or not, you are actually doing yoga right now. Just sitting here, just breathing. And just allowing yourself to practice the sense of presence and ease in your body. Maybe you don't feel that right away. Maybe you're still thinking about what you did before you got here or what you've got to do when you leave, right? But part of the practice is to recognize that and continue to find your breath and feel sensation in the body and draw your awareness into the moment, breath by breath. And with each inhale and exhale, notice sensation in the body, letting yourself really arrive in the moment. With your inhale, we'll start to lift the chin to the sky. And as you exhale, drop the chin toward the chest. We inhale, look up again. Maybe keeping your eyes soft. As you exhale, chin down. Now, you might turn your hands down so that you can kind of hold on to the shins or the knees, because you might consider rocking back as you exhale, but only going as far as your arms will allow you to go. And then inhale. Use the arms to kind of guide your heart forward a little bit more. As you exhale, rock it back. You might lift your knees a little bit. Again, if that's too much, you can just stick with moving the head, lifting the chin gently and dropping the chin gently. Right. And then one more option that I like to offer is circling the torso. So these Sufi grinds, as the Kundalini yogis call it. And staying with that same pattern of breath, exhaling to round back, inhaling to rock forward. And with each movement and breath that you coordinate, you're drawing yourself in more and more to the present moment, moving with purpose, mindfully. And again, the more we practice this on our mat with our own physical bodies, breath, consciousness, the easier it is to let it just kind of naturally spill out into our lives. You haven't circled your torso the opposite way. If you are circling, maybe you try that now. Just a few more breaths here. Just kind of waking up the body. I don't know about you, but when I roll out of bed, I'm not quite ready for the day just yet. I have to take some time to breathe, to give thanks, to move my body with ease before I set out. Let yourself arrive back in a nice tall seat when you're ready. When you're ready, let's take an inhalation to sweep the arms up. You might open your eyes if they were closed. And as you exhale, take your hands down to the heart. So please take a moment. We're going to bring the right fingers a little bit closer to us and turn the left fingers away from us. Okay? And then here, gently take the back of the right hand and press it to the heart, and then the left palm presses on the right. Lift the sternum to the top of the right hand. Start to slide your hands away from one another, but then hook your fingers so that you can't pull them any further away, but you are still energetically guiding your elbows away from one another. The grip of the fingers won't let you take it any further. Feel that space around your heart. One more deep breath here. Big inhale. And as you exhale, just let it go. Bring your arms out to the side and shake it out. Shake your hands. And then hold your hands still. Spread your fingers wide. Exhale, press down. Inhale, turn your palms up. Lift all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, left fingers towards you, right fingers away. Exhale, top of that left hand presses to the heart, right hand on top of left. Start to pull your elbows away, slide your hands so the fingertips start to come closer, and then hook the fingertips. Lift your sternum toward your left fingers, press down through the sits bones. Elbows pull away, feel that space around your heart. Practicing compassion with ourselves. Practicing recognizing exactly how we are. One more deep breath. Keep pulling those elbows. Let your fingers release. Take your arms all the way out and shake your hands. And then hold still. Spread your fingers really wide. Exhale, press down like you are pressing 2 50-pound weights down. Let it go. Let that weight go. Turn your palms to face up. It's a brand new day. Inhale, reach up, feel the light. And as we exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment here. Notice what's in your heart today, now that you have found a little bit of space for it. Whatever that is, let's use that as our inspiration. With your inhale, fingers to the sky. With your exhale, let's twist to the left, please. So the left hand comes down behind that left hip. The right hand can come to the left side. Lengthening the spine as you inhale, and then gently softening into that twist as you exhale. Now keep your spine really long, just like it is. And see if you can let your left arm reach up. So you're still looking to the left. The left bicep is now close to the ear. Fingers are spread wide on that left hand. Just drop that right shoulder toward the right knee and reach your left fingers way, way over that right knee. Beautiful, you guys. Full breath in and out. And then on your inhale, come up nice and slow and take your right arm up with you. Completely fill the lungs. And as you exhale, hands to the heart. Remind yourself of your inspiration. And when you're ready, take your fingers up to the sky, look up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Use that right hand to press down behind you to find length in the spine. Use that left hand on the right thigh to guide yourself just a little bit deeper into this twist. Now let your right arm reach up. Keep your spine really long, even though that pillar has sort of moved. As you exhale, drop your left shoulder toward your left knee. One more full breath. Big inhale, reach up, left arm comes up as well. And as you exhale, take the hands to the heart. One more time, remind yourself of your inspiration today. Inhale, press your fingers up, send it up. And as you exhale, hands down to the earth. All right, so from here, we're gonna start to lean back and lift your knees. Take your arms, reach them out, float your feet up away from the mat. Now, if this is too much, your hands can come behind your thighs. Lift your heart a little bit more. Beautiful. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on the back, Navasana. One more full breath here. Now, we're gonna come back to crossed legs, but let's take the opposite foot in front. Did it work, or did you go to your default way? Because I know I went to my default way. All right, switch it up when you are ready if you need to, okay? I'm literally, habitually, I do it the same way. All right, so we're gonna sit really tall again. Inhale, stretch your arms out to shoulder height. Hold it here. Open your heart a little more, squeeze your shoulder blades together on the back. Notice how that feels. Crown of the head reaches up. One more full breath. Now, next inhale, arms come all the way up. As you exhale, come into goalpost arms. Pull your shoulder blades together. Nice. Now, from here, start to fold forward. Bring your elbows, your hands, your forearms toward one another. Inhale, open up, arms reach out. Exhale there, lift your heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, come back to goalpost arms. Inhale here, squeeze shoulder blades down on the back. Exhale, fold in, elbows, forearms, palms together. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come to goalpost arms. Big inhale here, lift your heart. Exhale, come together and fold forward. Now from here, bring your hands down to the mat. Walk your hands a little bit further away from where they landed and see if you can use the grip of your fingers maybe on the mat or the space in front of you to draw your heart forward just a little bit more. Nice, you guys. Deep inhale and exhale here. And we'll start to slowly walk our hands back up. Lift your head and your heart. All right, from here, bring your knees up. See if you can float your feet up. Coming back to Navasana. Nice, hands can come behind the thighs if you'd like. Lift that heart a little more. Beautiful, one more deep breath. And we exhale, bring the feet to the mat. All right, so from here, let the knees fall out away from one another. Take your hands to your feet, maybe your ankles, whatever you'd like, and just start to rock a little bit from side to side. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to center. And from here, think about using the strength of your arms to lift your heart forward a little bit more. So shoulder blades pulling together and down on the back. Feel the hinge at your hips, and as you exhale, bring your heart just a little bit closer to your hands. You might use your elbows on the legs to get the knees out away from one another a little bit more, kind of weigh those legs down. If you feel like your spine is rounding in the lumbar spine, see if you can think about pulling yourself to the front edge of those sits bones, using the arms to guide you there. One more full breath. And then when you're ready, come on up. So we're going to keep this left leg bent, but take this right leg and extend it out. Take your right arm out over that right leg and stretch your left arm up. Big breath in, right toes to the sky. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Beautiful. Now, when you're ready, walk that left arm forward and then take your right arm forward. So here we're sort of bringing in that left hip and right hamstring. One more deep breath. Walk your hands back under the shoulders and guide yourself up. Let's take the left hand behind the left hip now. Make sure your left knee has padding under it, and on an inhalation, press into the left hand, lift your hips. Circle that right arm out. Both directions. As you're ready, let your hips come back down. We'll switch sides. So that left foot moves out to the left, right foot to the inside of your left thigh. All right, so dorsal flexion in the left foot, toes to the sky. Left arm over the left leg as the right arm reaches up. Exhale, fold to the left. Beautiful, you guys. Deep breath in and out here. And then as you exhale, walk your right arm forward. So notice how you feel that stretch in that right hip. And then let your left arm come out so that it's parallel to the right. Awesome. Big breath in and out. Nice, everybody. Mike, see if you can walk your hands to the left a little bit more. I'd like your arms to be center. Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll start to walk our hands back under the shoulders, lift your torso up. Take your right hand behind the right hip, press down into that hand. Left arm floats up as you lift your hips. Nice, everybody. Press the outer edge of the left foot down and start to circle that left arm. Take it in both directions. All right, let's come on down nice and slow as you exhale. We'll take both legs out wide. So feel free, if this is too much on your heels, you can turn however you'd like so that you have padding under your heels, okay? Bring the hands behind you. So press your hands down to lift your heart up, and then see if you can scoot your hips up a little bit more. So I want you to feel that same thing, those sits bones making contact with the mat rather than rolling back, okay? Now, from here, see if you can stay nice and long, but take the hands to your thighs. Nice, inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. All right, left arm reaches up. Exhale, drop that right shoulder toward your right thigh. Awesome. Left hand comes forward, right hand comes forward. Use the grip of your hands on the mat to draw your heart forward a little bit. Press those heels away from you. One more deep breath. Then we walk our hands back toward our torso. Lift up nice and easy. Inhale, arms reach up. Press those heels away. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe take your left hand to the right hip or thigh. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder toward your left thigh. Beautiful. One more full breath here. Exhale, right hand comes forward, so center, and then left. Yep. Use the grip of your hands, draw your heart forward, roll to the front edge of your sits bones to the best of your ability. Beautiful, everybody. And then we walk the hands back. Lift your head. All right, let's take our hands and lift our thighs up. And then walk those feet a little closer together. Keep your hands behind your thighs. Start to lean back. Start to float your heels up. We've been here before. Yes. All right. On an inhalation, open everything up. So arms stretch out, legs stretch out. As you exhale, go back to where we just were. Yeah. Do that again. Inhale, open up, lift your heart. Exhale, pull it in. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull it in. All right, see if you can stay here and reach for your toes with your peace fingers. Start to press those feet to the sky. Maybe you're in more of like a happy baby situation, right? Maybe straighten your legs a little more. Heart is lifted. Think about lifting your heart. Beautiful. One more full breath. Come on out with as much control as you can. And we'll come on to hands and knees. All right, so I'd like to just start with a little stretch for our toes, a little relief for our feet here, all right? So tuck the toes and press your hips back to your heels. And then you might lift the palms up, keep your fingertips pressing to the mat, elbows lifted. Your heart, just find some space. One more deep breath. And then pull yourself up as you inhale. Exhale, hands down, untuck the toes, but tap the tops of your feet out. All right, from here, let's step it forward with your right foot. So if you've got blocks, you might want to take them, bring them under your hands, and just move a little bit here. So bending and straightening that right leg. And the next time you bring it back into a bent position, so right knee over the ankle, make sure your hips are forward of your left knee. Let's come up slow. So you can keep your hands on your blocks if you'd like. This might be enough. You could bring your hands to your right thigh. That might be enough. You might lift your left arm up, and then maybe take that right arm up as well and tug that left wrist over to the right. Awesome, you guys. One more deep breath here. All right, so just creating some space in that left side body. We'll bring our hands back. Now, let your left foot move out to that space behind your left hip. We're going to straighten the right leg and walk our hands to the left. All right. And then from here, let's bring our hands up to our hips and let your right toes lift to the sky. Yeah, so do you feel what happens when your right toes lift to the sky? The head of the femur is externally rotated, all right? You're gonna get much more of a hinge. So let's extend those arms out so that they're parallel to your mat. Beautiful. Draw the right toes toward the knee, press the right heel away from the knee. As you inhale, reach your right arm way over that right leg. Feel the hinge at the hip, right? And then exhale, take your right fingers down, left fingers up to the sky. And then here you can bring the left bicep by the ear. Maybe reach those left fingers toward the right toes. Yes. Beautiful, one more full breath. All right, let an exhale lift us back up. Use those left obliques. Now, as you inhale, drop your left hand under your left shoulder. So look down. You might come to your knuckles or your fist. You might place your left hand on a block. But here, bring the right bicep by the ear and make this sort of arc shape with the right side of the body. The one thing I'm going to ask you to pay attention to is notice your right foot. What if you turn the right toes to the long edge of the mat now and press the outer edge of the right foot down? That might feel better. That might feel like a better stretch. All right, the reason I have us flex in that foot when we're up is because we fold over that leg. But I want you to pay attention to what feels better for you. So give yourself one more breath here. Now, you could stay just like this, or you could float that right leg up. Feel the strength in the right side body. You could bend your right leg and catch the right foot in the hand. Pressing the foot to the hand. Feeling a really sweet stretch in the quadricep. One more deep breath, you guys. All right, so let your right foot come back to the mat. Find that side body stretch one more time. And then as you're ready, bring your right hand down and then walk your left hand so that your hands are under your shoulders. Facing the same way you're facing, yep. Sorry if I made that confusing for anybody. All right, so from here, right hand stays where it is, but let's take this left arm and reach it up as you inhale. As you exhale, thread the left hand under the right arm and see if you can come down to maybe the left shoulder, left side of the face or temple. And you might stay there, or you might shift your weight to your left leg and float that right leg up. Finding a sense of balance. Yeah, awesome, everybody. Go ahead and take your right foot back down. Bring your right hand in front of the face and wait for an inhalation. Press down into the right hand, sweep your left arm up. And we exhale, take the left hand down. Now very, very slowly start to walk your hands up towards your right foot and just move with ease, right? So pivot off your left kneecap very, very carefully. And then let your right toes point to the short end of the mat once more. All right, so from here, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. And just take a moment to kind of move your hips a little bit from side to side. You might bend your arms a little bit. Kind of easy to do with Stevie Ray Vaughan serenading us with some sweet Saturday morning blues guitar. All right, from there, you might just stay and breathe. You might bend your arms even more, bring your forearms down to the mat. You might roll to the outer edge of your right foot, let that right knee fall out a little bit. And again, holding still isn't necessary. If moving a little bit side to side feels really nice in the hip, and you're not sacrificing your left patella, your left kneecap, you're doing yoga. You're listening to your body. You're doing what feels beneficial right here and now. All right, so let's all drop our left knee if we haven't already. Press into the hands to lift your torso up. And you might stay just like that, okay? You might take your right hand to the right thigh, twist to the right a little bit more. You might bend your left leg and reach reach back for that left foot with your right hand. And release. All right, so press into the hands, shift your hips back and take your right knee back under the right hip. Let's take our knees wide, let your toes come together and press your hips to your heels. One more deep breath. And with your inhale, let's rise up just to our forearms. I haven't forgotten about the left side. We'll get to that. Forearms, elbows under shoulders, palms together. You can interlace your fingers if you'd like. Let's tuck the toes here. Float your knees up, float your hips up. Let that be your inhale. And then as you exhale, let's get our heels a little bit closer to the mat. So press into the forearms. Let your ears move to that space between your biceps. Take a full breath here. See if you can find some space for your heart. Inhale, roll up to a low plank. Face is over the hands. You can drop your knees if you'd like. Press your forearms down. Bring your pubic bone and low ribs a little bit closer together. Legs are strong or the knees are supported by the mat. One more deep breath. We'll all drop the knees if they're not there. Untuck the toes, hips to heels. Balasana. Inhale, rise up, tabletop. Exhale, step that left foot forward. And try not to kick your blocks around like I just did. All right, so same thing here. Hands are under the shoulders, and we just start to move this left leg, straightening and bending. And then when you come back to left knee over ankle, you could stay here. Press your hands down, lift your heart up. You're going to feel that in the front of your right hip. You could bring your hands to your left thigh. That might feel good. Stretch this right arm up. Reach it over to the left a little bit, and then maybe even use your left hand to assist in finding a little bit more space. The right side body, the psoas. One more deep breath. And we inhale, come up. Exhale, take your hands down, and we're going to walk our hands to the right now. So let that right foot move back behind you. We'll straighten this left leg out to the left. Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up here so that I'm not with my back to you all. All right, so from here, let's come up nice and slow. Lift your left toes to the sky. Yep, press that left heel away. Stretch your arms out. Fingers spread wide, so parallel to the mat. Let your hands come down so that they're in line with your shoulders. That's it. With your inhale, reach your left fingers way over that left leg. Yep, and then as you exhale, left fingers down, right arm reaches up. You can stay here. Maybe your fingers come to the mat, maybe you're on your knuckle, maybe a block under the left hand. What I want you to try to avoid doing is dumping all of the weight in the left hand. So feel the strength of your left obliques holding you there. Beautiful. One more deep breath. As you exhale, use your right obliques to pull you up. Inhale, drop that right hand down under the right shoulder. Now switch your left foot a little bit. As you bring that left bicep by the ear, see if you can turn your left toes to the long edge of the mat and press the outer edge of that left foot down. Nice. Look down at your right hand. Make sure it's under the right shoulder. You can stay here or float your left leg up. Feel the strength in the obliques on the left side. Nice, you guys. Stay there or bend your left leg. Catch the left foot in the hand. down at your right thumb. Give yourself one more breath wherever you are. You're holding that leg, letting it rest by the mat. And as you're ready, let your left foot come down. Let your left arm reach up overhead. Take that side body stretch one more time here. And then as you exhale, let's let our left hand come forward to the space we're looking, and then the right hand will meet it. So your hands end up under your shoulders. Notice how your leg is feeling, that left leg. You can adjust your foot however you'd like, all right? I don't want you to feel hyperextension in the back of that knee. So your left hand stays where it is, but the right arm reaches up. Big inhale. As you exhale, thread it under the left and come down to the right shoulder, the right side of the face. Your left hand is right in front of your face, so you can stay here, or you might explore what it feels like to float that left leg up. Same as what we did a moment ago, just a little bit different with the upper body. Nice, you guys. Go ahead and let your left foot come back down nice and slow. Left hand is in front of the face. Wait for an inhalation. Press into the left hand. Sweep your right arm all the way up. And as you exhale, right hand down. Now, pick up your left toes, lift them toward the sky. Move very safely as you start to walk your hands toward that left foot. So you're going to let your right toes move back behind you. Be careful with your patella. Your left toes are pointing up to the short end of the mat that you're looking at. Hands stay under the shoulders. And here we just kind of take a moment to move our hips a little bit. Make circles with them if that feels good. And then when you're ready, you can come back to that bent left leg. And you might stay there just like you are. You could bend your arms a little bit. Maybe roll to the outer edge of your left foot, letting that left knee roll out. Maybe just one forearm comes to the mat. That's okay. The right knee can stay supported, or you can pick that right knee up for a little bit more strength in that right leg. What does your body need today? Can you practice allowing that to happen? I should say, can you practice that? Practice letting that happen from a place of compassion, right? Instead of feeling like you need to do more or you're not doing enough. You're ready. Start to think about letting that right knee come down if it was lifted. Pressing into the hands to lift your torso back up. And then here, we're going to start to twist to the left just a little bit. So your left hand on your left thigh. Drop your hips a little bit closer to the mat. You can stay here. You could grab your arm, maybe around the back. You could take hold of the right foot with your left hand. Coming into an awesome quad stretch. One more deep breath in and out here. We'll exhale, release, unwind. Hands come under the shoulders. Step that left foot back so the left knee is under the hip. Now, from here, keep your knees right on top. Keep your hips right on top of your knees and walk your hands forward. Coming into puppy pose. Forehead to the mat. Feel that space in your heart. One more deep breath. Inhale, start to rise up, press into the hands. But as you exhale, drop your elbows under your shoulders. Dolphin, tuck your toes, float your knees and your hips up as you inhale. As you exhale, press your forearms down to get your ears between your biceps and your heels just a little bit closer to the mat. One more deep breath. Inhale, come out to a low plank. Press your forearms down. Pull your elbows toward your toes, and you know that you can drop your knees. Always an option. One more deep breath. Everybody drop your knees, drop your hips, untuck the toes. Walk your hands forward so that your elbows are under your shoulders, palms face down, Sphinx pose. Pull your elbows back toward your low ribs like you did a moment ago, but this time we're not in low plank. It's gonna feel a lot softer and sweeter in the heart space. So it's like you're pulling your heart forward, and then from here, drop the chin to the chest and roll your chin from the left to the right side. And then when you're ready, let's come all the way down to the belly. Stretch your arms out by your sides and let your palms face down. As you inhale, start to float your legs up away from the mat. Exhale down. Press the tops of the feet down, and as you inhale, float your head, your heart, your arms. Press pubic bone to the mat. Exhale down. See if you can lift it all up on the inhale. Think about length as much as height here, right? So reaching crown of the head forward, not just up. One more deep breath. Exhale down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck the toes. Elbows hug in as you move up to a supported plank, knees down. Exhale, hips to heels. Child's pose extended version. Inhale, round up, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Big breath in and out here. Next inhale, come out to plank, high under the toes, roll it out. Exhale, heels over to the right. Flex in your feet, so draw the toes towards your knees. You can stack your left foot on top of the right, or you could drop your right knee down. Let's take that left arm up, Vashisthasana. Beautiful, you guys. Full inhale and exhale. Nice. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, press heels down. Inhale, high under the toes, roll it out to plank. Heels to the left as you exhale. So you can stack your feet, stagger your feet, or drop your left knee. Bring that right arm up once you decide what to do with your legs safely. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, lift your hips up. Press into the hands, press your heels down, spin your inner thighs back to the space behind you. Let your belly come a little bit closer to your thighs. One more deep breath. Inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, take the knee to the nose. Step that right foot forward. Rise up, keep your left heel lifted. Coming into a high lunge here. As you exhale, come back to those goalpost arms that we explored from seated position. So know that if this is too much with your left heel lifted, you can bring it down, okay? It's gonna pull on your knee a little bit more when we fold forward, if that's the case, okay? So goddess arms here, or goalpost arms for the men in the class. As you exhale, elbows, forearms, hands together, fold to the inner right thigh. And as you inhale, rise up. Let's do that twice more. So balancing in motion. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale up. One more time. Inhale up. Now from here, stretch your arms way, way out. You can just stay here lifting your heart. You could bring your hands toward one another or interlace your fingers. Breathe into the shoulder space. Breathe into the heart space. Inhale, rise up. Fingers lift, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold forward. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come out to plank. Now, We're coming to our belly. So as you exhale, you could move through chaturanga. Let your elbows go straight back, or you could bring your knees down and lower yourself. Tops of the feet press down. Arms reach back. Inhale, start to lift your heart, your head, your arms. You can stay here. You can interlace fingers. You could bend your legs, catch the feet and the hands. Pressing feet to hands if you're holding on to them. Lift the heart a little more, press pubic bone down. One more breath wherever you are. Nice, you guys. Exhale, release. Rest on one side of the face and move your feet side to side. So if everybody lifts their feet for just a moment, feel this nice space in the sacrum. And when you're ready, extend those legs back behind you, hands under shoulders, slide them back a bit so that when you look, you can see your wrist are now back behind the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Let's reverse our plank. And then press back to that extended child's four and exhale. Inhale, round up. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifts as you inhale. Knee to the nose as you exhale. Step it forward, inhale. Rise up, high lunge. So remember that right heel stays lifted and it's just in line with the toes, okay? A little more support would be warrior one in the feet. So 45-degree angle with that right foot. Come into your goal post arms. As you inhale, lift your heart a little bit. As you exhale, pull it together, elbows, forearm to the inner left thigh. Inhale it up, moving with control. Exhale, fold it in. One more time, inhale it up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale all the way up and stretch your arms way out. Now from there, as you exhale, start to bring your hands together behind you. So maybe it's pinkies toward one another. Maybe it's interlacing fingers. Maybe you take that opposite thumb on top. You have to think about it. It's probably not the one you did before. One more deep breath right here. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Step it back, finding down dog or plank. Let's take 3 breaths here. And then I invite you to maybe move through chaturanga if you're feeling it. Maybe take child's pose if you're feeling it. Check in with what you need this morning.
Another mountain, there are mountains and hillsides.
Let yourself come back to downward dog. Take that right leg up behind us, big inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step it forward. Let your left heel spin down. The left toes point to the long edge of the mat. Right forearm to right thigh. Stretch your left arm up and over. So we were here from a kneeling position. Beautiful. You can stay here or take both arms by the ears. Feeling a little bit more core strength here. Nice, you guys. One more breath. Press into your feet equally. Left foot as much as the right. Rise up as you inhale, right leg straightens. As you exhale, take your arms out parallel to your mat. Inhale, right arm reaches way over that right leg. And as you exhale, drop your right fingers down, left fingers reach up. Beautiful. One more full breath. Let's inhale, rise up. Exhale, right leg bends rather. Windmill down. Pick up that left heel, step it back, downward dog or plank or chaturanga. We'll all meet back in downward dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to the nose as you exhale. Step that left foot forward, right heel down. Right toes to the long edge of the mat, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up and over. You can stay right here, or take your left arm parallel to the right. Wait for an inhale, press into both feet. Left leg straightens, arms reach up. Exhale, take just the arms out. So outer left hip is coming down, external rotation of the head of that femur. Right hip is internal rotation. Reach that left arm over the left leg, toes spread wide. Exhale, left fingers down, right fingers reach up. Pressing into both feet, letting inhalation bring us out of Trikonasana. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, windmill down, pick up your right heel. Exhale, step it forward. Coming up halfway on your inhale. Exhale, melt over your legs. Rise all the way up on an inhale. And as you exhale, take your hands to your heart. Take a moment, remind yourself of your inspiration this morning. All right, let's take our arms by our sides. So the inspiration that I have found all around me every day, even at night actually, are the beautiful leaves on the trees. So let's come into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Shift the weight to the right foot. We'll take that left foot to the inside of the right leg. So it could be heel to ankle, toes on the mat. It could be below the knee or above the knee. Pressing the left foot to the right leg, and then think about sealing them, right? Left knee out to the left, arms come up. Make sure those right toes are spread wide. Think about drawing your shoulder blades together on the back just a little bit more. Shoulders away from the ears. One more full breath here. Now, drop that left arm behind you. See if you can wrap your left fingers over to the right hip and then stretch your right fingers over the left knee. And then when you're ready, come out with control as you inhale. Use your arms to balance and set that left foot down. And then let's roll out this right ankle. So maybe tuck the toes under and just kind of take the ankle side to side. As you're ready, left foot takes the weight of the body, toes spread wide. Right heel to ankle, lower leg or upper thigh. Press. So lift that left thigh to the right foot or the left shin, wherever you are. Think about Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Energize from the inside and then let it move to the outside. Internal self first, external self just sort of a bonus. Breathe here. Find a drishti, a non-moving spot. Make sure that right knee is moving out to the right. Hips are level. Use your mind's eye to sort of make sure you're not leaning into one side more than the other. If you'd like, you can wrap that right arm around the back. Stay with center of gravity here. So as your right fingers reach to the left, reach your left fingers to the right. Inhale, come up. Use your arms for control as you drop that right foot and then circle out the left. All right. As you're ready, let's stand at the front of the mat. Finding Tadasana. Let your soul just shine so bright this morning. Lift your heart. Big breath in, stretch your arms out and up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, melt. Hands to the mat. We're going to heel toe those feet out to the edges of the mat. Drop your hips, coming into a squat here. So your squat might be block under seat. Your squat might be heels lifted or heels lowered. Beautiful, you guys. Press your hands together to get those elbows to guide the knees out. Nice. Let your heart to your sternum. Let your heart be light. Find that space that we've created. Think about the inspiration that you found today. Take one more deep breath here. And as you're ready, let's let ourselves come down to the mat. So we're going to come all the way down to the mat. Finding ourselves in a supine position. You might just take a moment to move your knees from side to side. So I know most of you I've seen in class enough that I can just ask you to do what you like. Maybe this next move or the next pose, it might be plow, it might be shoulder stand, it might be happy baby, or a supine twist, right? Draw the knees in, twist from one side to the next. But on such a gorgeous Saturday in November, I ask you to listen to your body, learning to trust and love ourselves with what it is we need, remembering that we're all different. We're all different in so many ways, but there's really two sort of common threads that we all share. We all just want to be loved. All just want to be safe. And really, if you think about everything, it's really not too much to ask for. And if we all do our part, share the love, giving and receiving, that love and safety just sort of comes natural. We are enough. There is enough for all of us. So I ask that you just give yourself this last moment of the practice, doing what you need to do. And then let yourself rest.
She's waiting for others. Oh, so wide. She's growing so fine. She's got my back. She'll follow me down every street, no matter what.
as you are ready, please keep your body nice and still. Just begin to witness yourself in this place of stillness after a practice of breathing, of balance, of grounding, of maybe expanding your boundaries. From a place of this pure consciousness, just notice. Remember that when we begin to expand the boundaries of our own hearts, physical bodies, we can see clearly to act in ways that truly make a difference in the world. Compassion is a clear response to the needs of the moment. We see this truth lived out in the lives of the great ones. They act with compassion and skill that truly changes things and makes a profound difference. We have the capacity to do that exact same thing in our lives, the lives around us, and the world that we all share. So when you're ready, start to bring a little bit of movement to the body, deepening the breath. Making your way over toward the sunlight, whatever way that is for you. Come to a seat as you're ready, moving with ease in your body. And just sitting tall on this gorgeous Saturday morning that we all get to be a part of. Let's take a moment to just lift our hands to the sky as we inhale. Stretch your arms out and up. Gather up this practice. Gather up this goodness and just guide it to your hearts. Remind yourself of the inspiration. Let's keep it there. Keep it at the forefront of our hearts, our minds, so that as we move through our lives, we remember what really matters, what's important. We can make a difference. I thank you for letting me guide you this morning. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, Annie.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you. Have an awesome day, you guys. Yeah. I'm going to end this. Bye, you guys. Bye,
Bye.
Carol.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was really good to see you.
I know. I'm coming back.
Well, you are back.
Well, yeah. Well, I already took like 4 classes.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
So.
good to see you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, stay safe.
I will. You too.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.